Okay, Google, stop the music, please. What up, fam? Welcome.
Just searching for answers to life's big and small questions. What can I help you with?
Nothing, Google. Thank you.
All right.
What up, fam? Welcome to the Living For You podcast. I am Dr. Larry. I am your favorite cousin, your favorite uncle, your favorite brother, your favorite sibling, your best friend's best friend. I am that person. Dr. Larry, welcome to Living For You. You always have a place here. This is home. This is a safe place. Welcome. In fact, we've set out a place for you at the table. Come on to the table. We got a whole buffet for you today. So you're about to get some good stuff out here in these streets at this table with your family. So welcome, family. We're happy that you're here. How you doing today? How y'all doing? Y'all look good. Look real good as usual. Y'all always show up looking good. So welcome. You know I don't ask so much. As I always say, all I want you to do is subscribe to the channel. Hit the notification bell so you know what's going on. I also need you to like the videos and to comment down the comment section, giving me ideas so I can keep creating content so we can keep having stuff. I still got the jazz in my head, so I'm moving around a little bit. I still got the jazz in my head. I love jazz. I love all music, from hip hop, rock, pop, classical. You might hear music is very therapeutic, as you guys probably know in your own personal life. But never mind that. Welcome to Living For You. Today we got a buffet, like I said, of information that's going to be so useful to you today. Today we're going to get into a subject, not take up a whole lot of your time today, but some of you are wondering, I'm sure, what is a life coach? What does a life coach do? And so because of that, that is what we're going to talk about. What is a life coach and what does a life coach do? So sit back and let's learn, right? All right, so as you guys know, I am a certified professional life coach. I'm also a certified spiritual coach from a spiritual perspective. So it depends on what my client needs or wants. I can provide from the life coaching perspective or the spiritual coaching or a combination of the two. Nevertheless, my specialization, as I've said before, is in African American men, males from the ages of 18 to 40 who suffer from some kind of residue from a past trauma that they've gone through, and it prevents them from living the truly present, authentic life. That is my specialization. That does not mean I can't help other people. I can definitely be there as a support system and to help other people. But of course, my specialization and what I focus on is that. So when you see my materials and see my stuff, you'll see my focus. But like I said, don't let that deter you in seeking the help if you need it. If I can help you, I'm going to help you. And my field allows me to help anybody, but I have a specialization. And so it's important to know why I became a coach first. I think that's important. For me, I've always been that friend all my life that people pick up the phone and they talk to, and they want to get advice, or they want to just express themselves, or they know I'm going to always tell them the truth, and I'm going to always have a kind of a open perspective on things. I've always been a person to be pretty objective when it comes to other people's stuff. I had to learn to be more objective to my own, but I was always a person that people can talk to and disclose things that they probably wouldn't disclose to other people. So I've always had a passion, a openness, and a heart for listening to people's concerns. Whether it's in my family, whether it was friends, or whomever, I was that guy. I'm your best friend's best friend. That's why I say that. And so people would come to me. But I also went through things in life myself. I have experienced trauma. I have experienced things that I have been able to overcome through personal work, through personal things that I had to do. I had to go to therapy. I had to see a life coach. I still have a life coach in my life that I can talk to about things that I deal with even to this day, because a life coach is very beneficial to me and to anybody. And so as an African American male who goes through the things specifically to the African American male experience, I needed a life coach from my past and to continue to build towards my future. And that was important. So I became a coach because I wanted to be that for somebody. I knew I had the tools and the personality and the ability to discuss and teach. And so for that, I went into the life coaching profession and started my firm, my practice. Anybody can become a coach. Do I think anybody can be a coach? I think is one aspect of training that anybody can get. But I think the part of the personality and the part of the things that makes a person receptive or even attracted to this kind of profession, I think that is something that only each person individually can say whether or not they have it. There are things that I think can't be taught in a person's personality, but then there are practical coaching skills, listening skills, discussion skills that I think are very good for anybody who wants to be at least a better listener, if not a coach. But I went through several things. One, I've taken like personality tests to see if I even had the personality or even the kind of the insides to do this type of profession. But I also took credentialed class. It took me 6 months to a year, really a year and a half almost, to complete my programs. My two programs, one for spiritual coaching and the other one for professional life coach. It took me 6 months to a year to complete all of that information and to do all the studying and read all the book knowledge to be able to translate that into coaching. And that was the way to get certified. So I am actually a certified professional coach and a certified spiritual coach. And I think the certification is a very important aspect of it. I don't know if you guys can see that clearly. That is one of my certificates. Can you see? I think you can see. So I am literally a certified coach. There are a lot of people out who are coaches, but they might not be certified. And there's no shade to that. Let them have their business. If they're reputable and they're good, have at it. But actually, I went through the certification process of it through the International Coach Federation. And the International Coach Federation is the federation for coaching. According to their website, and of course I'll read it, the International Coaching Federation is the leading global organization dedicated to advancing the coaching profession by setting high standards, providing independent certification, and building a worldwide network of trained professional coaches. And so I went through the process for that to get trained, and that gave me more insight. There were different things I learned, different ways of listening, different ways of questioning, and other things that I learned. Many, many, many things. I'm so grateful for the training. So that ICF endorsement is very, 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 it's a very major endorsement in the field of professional coaching, life coaching, and whatever. And so that's a good thing. And I hope, my hope for my business is after a few years of building and growing and getting customers and clients, or I hate the word clients, but customers, I hate the word customers, but clients, I'm able to set up a training program because remember, I am an educator. So I would love to set up a training program to which I can help to certify and certify coaches through the ICF, and we get some reputable people out here. I would love some of my niche clientele, African American males between 18 and 40, to come and take my courses and get certified in the course and certified in coaching and go out there and we help the world. Because this is something that is going to be useful to many people. And I want as many people out there, at least with the mindset of a professional coach. So yeah, so that's my goal, my hope, my prayer. But right now I'm all about helping people as a coach myself and building a client list and making the world a better place from my perspective. There are many different types of coaches. Like I said, I am a certified life coach and a certified spiritual coach. And so those are two different types. A life coach is somebody who just helps people navigate through life, different things, through trauma as I do, or through any other life event or life move, getting married, or all kinds of things. The spiritual aspect of it, as far as coaching, is I take spiritual tools. So I might use a little Buddhism chants, or I might use a prayer or a affirmation, or I might use some oils or some candles, as I love candles, and crystals and different type of global spiritual things, remedies, aids to help in a person's spiritual conscious building. There are all kinds of spiritual things. My doctorate is in comparative religious studies. And so I have studied world global religions in a way to where I am very much adept to using different things in my own spiritual practices and helping others in theirs. There also are wellness coaches, so like physical fitness, people who you work out with. Your trainer is a trainer, but he also might be a wellness coach, which is the overall picture. Getting healthy physically is not just about lifting weights and exercising. It's also about mindset. And so a wellness coach helps you work on your mindset of health and wellness. And those are great people. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful people. There's also family coaches who work with family issues like divorce, or maybe even just communication issues, new children, newborns, newlyweds. Family coaches are very good. And they're very affordable. Coaches are affordable. One of the things, the major differences between coaches and therapists, psychotherapists and psychoanalysts, is that we are pretty affordable. We're a lot more affordable than your average therapist. In fact, life at the Living for You, an hour session with me is just $250. And where else it might be a little more expensive for somebody else. And then there are always discounts that happen. So there is, more affordability with coaches. So you have also, lastly, business coaches who help move regular business owners who are new to business, who might not necessarily know all the tools to successfully execute their businesses. They're helping them to get there and plan and build and advertise and all kinds of things that business needs. And those are just a few. Those are just about 5 different kinds of coaches. There are many different aspects of people who are in need of different things, financial coaches, and people who are just able to help them. And it's a very, very, it's a very good thing. We are needed in the world, and I enjoy it, so that's why I do it. So anything you might need, you more than likely can find a coach that's going to be able to help you. Some of the examples of coaches are people like Ayala Van Zandt. I actually love Ayala. She's kind of like a role model to me. I love the work she does. She's great. Fix My Life. Ayala is a major coach. Bishop T.D. Jakes is a spiritual coach. He's also a reverend, so that adds to it. People really seek his advice. He writes many wonderful books. And then there's Tony Gaskins, who's a young coach. I think he's like 35 years old, fairly young coach who is out there helping young men, helping young people see what they need to see and get to the next level so that we can continue on in a healthy existence. So there are many different kinds of coaches you can find. And like I said, there's us here at Live For You Coaching. One of my favorite is the Life Coach School with Brooke Castillo. I learned a lot about being a coach and how to better my business and my mindset as a coach from just some of the free stuff she puts out. Some of these coaches, us included, we put free stuff out. That stuff is very useful too. So don't shade the free and don't think that we're just out to get money. We're out to help people, and that's by any means necessary. And sometimes that's putting free information. So what we do as coaches, we are not therapists. We don't work as therapists. We're wondering about the who. We're wondering about you and your mindset and your way of thinking, but we're not focused on the past as much as a therapist would be focused on the past. We're focused on the present and the future. More so the present for me than the future. My goal is to try to help you be the best you today in the immediate present. But by me building these blocks with you here, my goal is to help you to build for a better future for yourself. So either way, it works out that way. But we deal in the present more so than the past. The therapist is trying to understand what happened and what got you a certain kind of way, and all those things. For what we do is we're trying to not necessarily understand what got you there, but understand why you're in the state you are now. And that is a major difference between a coach and a therapist. Coaches ask questions mostly. We don't really have answers to everything in life. There's nobody who does. But we do have a question to get you to thinking about the answer that you need. And the reason why we do that is because most coaches, I think I can say this pretty freely, most coaches believe that everything you need in order to be successful in life, you already have. But sometimes due to blockage of emotions and blockage of trauma and blockage of so many other things, we can't see past that in order to really understand the answers that we already have within ourselves. And so that's what coaches do. That is what a coach is. That's it. So that's coaching in a nutshell. We, like I said, are trying to help people get in contact with their emotions. We are attempting to help people get more present lives. We don't deal in the past like therapists. We don't have answers. We learn different things, of course, like me being a spiritual coach. I learned different spiritual practices and whatnot to help you. Nevertheless, my main purpose is to get you to realize the answer within yourself. If there's something that you're dealing with, you already know what you need. It's just 9 times out of 10, based on what you've been through, based on what you're feeling, you're not going to really be able to come to that answer in your own mind. And so a coach is to help you clear out the clutter, help you move the stuff around that you need to move in order to get it in your head that you see it and that you get it, and to help you think about it in a different way, and to help you reassess it in a different way. So coaches are very useful. I think everybody should have a coach experience in their lives. If you can afford to have one on a permanent basis or for a long term, that would be even better, because a coach will help you to kind of start making decisions from a perspective of thoughtfulness, from a perspective of inward thinking and allowing yourself to be fully present. So we're very useful. If you want to know more about what I do, you can go to www.liveforyoucoaching.com. You can also follow me on Instagram at Dr. Larry Smith, PhD. You can also follow me on Facebook, also at Dr. Larry Smith, PhD. And you will get a lot of free stuff from me. I will have things that I'm creating now for you that'll be for free so that you can fully experience what coaching is. And that's it. I love you. Can't wait to see you next time. You're always invited. Living for you is here for you. I love you. Bye-bye.